They'll go to the attention of flagman Nate Sennett. Green flag is out. Derek Barker and David Greenleaf lead them down through 3 and 4. They'll go 3 wide into the turn and scramble. Pace car takes the turn in. We're ready to get back underway. Green flag is out. Once again, it is David Greenleaf trying to lead the way, but Dan Nesmith with a slight advantage on the outside. Dominic Currett peaking low in the number 5 car. Greenleaf opened up that bottom side a little bit. They'll stay packed up tight. There goes Currett with a nose underneath as they get to turn 3. Dom Currett. David Greenleaf really fighting the handle in that 58 car and losing a couple spots. Nate Levitt is now up into second. Brings the 11 car of Jason Oakes up into third. They'll hit the halfway marker next time by the stripe. Greenleaf continues to fight the wheel in that 58 car. Nate Levitt in that 36 running second. He was the winner of the Ward & Sons 100 down at Beech Ridge last month. Or earlier this month. We're still in July, right, Matt? There goes the 48 of Dan Nesmith down pit road. Got a good battle developing for second. Jason Oakes has inside position on the 36 of Nate Levitt. Two more laps to go when they get to the stripe this time. Dominic Currett with a comfortable lead. About 0.6 of a second. 3 car lengths over Jason Oakes. The battle right now is for the 4th position between David Greenleaf and the 05 of Glenn Reynolds. Final circuit, and Dom Currett still nicely in charge of this one. He'll come out of turn 4 to the checkered flag in the heat win. Tail end of the field. Brand new ride for, well, not brand new, but a new ride for Mike Hodgkins in the number 23. Mike had too many issues with his old ride and was mired back in the middle of the pack and not up to his standards he's established over the years here. So a tall order for the rest of the pack. James Osmond setting up shop on the outside of the number 05, outside of P.J. Merrill. Osmond coming into the weekend with a 12-point cushion over Matt Beers in the 11B. He's mired back in traffic right now outside the top 5. Mike Hodgkins, 2-car length cushion, but James Osmond picking his way toward the front. Osmond out around Merrill into second. Hodgkins holding a slight lead of 3/10 lap time by the stripe. And James Osmond there now to pressure the leader. Merrill back to third. Good race for fourth back behind them. Bobby Meismer in the 3. And Devin Currett in the 44. They're going wheel to wheel for the 4th position. Sean Johnson and Matty Beers back behind them, double wide. Here comes Osmond looking outside out of turn 4. Hodgkins with the lead by 3/100ths at the line that time, and Osmond is evened up as they get to turn 3. And 2 laps to go when they reach the flag stand. Trouble for Mike Harrison in the 85, who spins to the bottom of turn 4. Caution will fly. Spotters doing their job, the lead pair, as they come out of turn 4. And we've got a green flag. Osmond with the advantage down to turn 3. White flag awaits this next time by. Mark Lucas got the 85 car sideways into turn 1, but he'll drop to the tail end. Meanwhile, up front, James Osmond hustles it out to a 2-car length cushion and takes the heat win.
Lights going off on the pace car this time by. We are going to be ready to go racing next time. Last minute warning there from Nate on the flag stand. Promising beatings for bad starts. Barry Morris behind the wheel of the Norm's used car. Pace car pulls off. Green is up. Let's go racing. Dominic Kurt, Jason Oakes. The lead pair tear down the backstretch, and it's Jason Oakes in the 11. Out to a quick lead. Dominic Kurt back into second. Then the big gaggle behind that. Colby Peacock in the 26 takes that 3rd spot. But he's not shaking away from anybody right now. Mike Hodgkins is there. The 58 of David Greenleaf right there. Sean Johnson sits in 6th. James Osmond in 7th. Might have heard Ken mention earlier, Mike Hodgkins basically with a new ride out there. Looks to the inside of Peacock, gets some room, and put the 23X up into 3rd. Sean Johnson out past David Greenleaf to put the 9 car up into 5th. James Osmond up into the mix now. He gets out around the 58. But Jason Oakes up front in that 11, running strong. Dominic Currett sitting in 2nd in the 5. Mike Hodgkins in the 28X is 3rd. Then it's Peacock, Johnson, Osmond, and trouble on turn 3.
Hey, thank you very much, Kenny. It's time to go racing, folks.
Jason Oakes, Dominic Currett one more time. This time Oakes at the point in that red 11, and once again, Jason Oakes puts that car right solidly out in 1st place down the back stretch coming out of turn 4. It is Oakes. It is Currett. And then Mike Hodgkins, Sean Johnson, and James Osmond. Jason Oakes, nice to see that red number 11 sitting out front. But Dominic Curry not letting him get too far away. Mike Hodgkins in that new ride, sitting in third. Sean Johnson, though, looking to take that 3 spot away from the 23. And James Osmond now sitting in 5th, but looking to the outside to see if he can make something work. Most everyone finding it kind of tough going on the outside here tonight. But now here comes the 05 diving in underneath the 9. Battle to the line for James Osmond. Put him up into 4th place. He just has to complete that pass, and it looks like he will, heading down the back stretch. Now let's see if the 05 starts hunting down the fella in the 23. Up front, though, it's still Jason Oakes and Dominic Currett. Oakes with about a 0.7 of a second lead over the 5 car. Door to door between the 5 and the 23 now. James Osmond pushes that nose out ahead of the green 23. And he will take over 3rd place as we get to halfway. Halfway, right that time by the line. Now Sean Johnson looking to the underside of the 23X. Like we were saying, Mike Hodgkins, basically a new car this week, so he may not have all the little bugs worked out of it, but still running quite well. Meanwhile, up front, Dominic Currett in that 5 car, inching a little closer to Jason Oakes every time by. Coming out of the 4. He's cut that lead about in half now. James Osmond with a comfortable lead over the 9 for 3rd. And then Mike Hodgkins sits in 5th. Battle for 6 heating up. Mentioned Matt Beers in that other 11 car. Well, here he comes. Matt Beers hits. He is up into 6th. Next in his sights is Mike Hodgkins. He's got a little bit to go before he gets there with 10 laps to go. Up front, Jason Oakes still holding off the kid in the 5, but that young man not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, inches another 1/10 of a second closer on that last lap. I think Jason Oakes might have just looked in the rearview mirror and saw a whole lot of that 5 car. So that guy in the 11 back on the gas, trying to put a little distance between him and the 2nd place car. James Osmond, meanwhile, trying to close in on that 2nd place car, but it may be too late without a caution. Five laps to go this time by for Jason Oakes. Dominic Currett sitting about 0.4 of a second behind the race leader. James Osmond in 3rd. Sean Johnson, your 4th place car. And trouble on the front stretch. Michael Harrison in the 85 locks him up, slides sideways into the infield. No yellow yet. We're still running. Here come the leaders past the line, and the 85 able to take off. Now here comes Dominic Currett. to the outside of the 11, down the front stretch. They're door to door as they come out of turn 2 and head down the back stretch. Oaks able to put that car back out in front, but here comes the 5 trying to put a tire down underneath. Unable to do so, but he is right in his trail. Now here comes James Osmond in the 05 to the outside with 2 to go. Get ready to see the white flag, and we got 3 guys up front that can win this race. Jason Oaks is your leader. Here comes Dominic Curran on the inside. I think there was some contact between the 5 and the 11. And here comes Curran. He takes the lead, comes out of turn 4, your winner. Osmond second, Beers fourth. I wonder if Jason Oaks cut a tire.
Wow, what a finish to that one.
Catch his breath. Looks like things started to go away a little bit for the 11 in the closing laps, and the opportunities there. The kid jumped in to take it. Here he comes, hopping up out of the car, Dom Currett. Dom, come on over here, buddy. I get to interview you this time, so keep it PG, buddy. Well, I know you really worked hard on the last win. How did this one come about? Looked like this car was obviously pretty stout. Looked like things might have started to slip away in the 11. You got to be there to take advantage.
Yeah, I knew as soon as we went green, he was just burning his stuff up with the mod rubber that's on there. It's a guessing game, and we hit perfect on it tonight. I wasn't gonna let him race me like that. 85 drove out on the track, and I went to the top, and he gave me no room on the top. So my only chance was to bump him, and he was just loose after that. But I had fun racing with him, hard racing. But
who you want to thank on this win tonight?
I gotta thank my mom, my dad, everyone that helps in the pits. My spotter Tyler. Race Truck Service, RKM Setup Shop, Red Baron Trucking, Champion Auto Body, CFC Foundation, JD Stewart Financial, Labby Excavation, and that's it.
All right, congratulations, folks. Once again, nice round of applause. Second win of the season for Dominic Currett. We'll be back to see you guys. James Osmond, James, for you as well. Things got kind of hairy the last couple laps.
I hope you guys enjoyed that, because that was a show. In my seat especially, I go to the outside, I had to try it. Either going to be a hero or a zero. Turned out all right, so that's good racing. I hope you guys all enjoyed that, because that was...
Who you thanking on this runner-up finish today and padding that point lead in the process?
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to think about that too much. But
I'm here to remind you.
Yeah, keeping him behind me is okay. Warden Sons, first and foremost. Steve actually isn't here today. He usually does most of the work on it. He's at a wedding. His brother's right there. His father's in the pits. Those guys, I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for them. Laid Back Lumber, Pro Concrete, Tim's Heating. Matt Bailey helps me. My boy helped me today. Pete Turner. There's so many people.
All right, congratulations. Good job. Your point leader, James Osmond, bringing it home as a runner-up. And as is customary, this guy just comes flying out of the blue in the final couple laps, jump in here, grab a third-place finish. I imagine it was mostly on the outside, as always?
Yeah, I think I did most of it on the outside. I got inside of a couple people. Man, the modifieds laid a bunch of rubber down and actually helped the outside a little bit if you stayed in the groove. Last couple laps were crazy, and just kept my foot in it and hoped for the best and kept the nose on it. I didn't know what was going to happen.
All right, who are you thanking tonight?
I got McCain Electric, Chapman Auto, Rustic Retreat, my fill-in spotter for the night, Jeremy Douglas. He was kind enough to jump in and give us a hand. JT Race Cars, my whole crew. That's about it.
All right, Matty Beers bringing it home in the third spot. James Osmond in second. And Dominic Currett, your winner tonight of the Maxwell's Market Super Street.